brother on the phone, he said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching. Telling on my bros, ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting now they see me out in public and be knowing what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming from my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been know my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his fit, just to stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up, now these wanna date us. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo.
Hey. Okay.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And they'll run it here. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll set up a throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at about the 14. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Gotta go. Lock in.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On second down, Elliott. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Lock in. 18.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And now out comes Minnesota. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Let's go. What? 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. And Rosas puts this one through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And out now come the Cowboys. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, 18.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Lock in.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Let's go. We're on the ball after this. Hey, 18. Ransom. Hey, 18.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Flex round. Ohio.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Ohio.
They'll look to throw here. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ohio! Ohio!
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. About 3 yards there to the 27.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Flex round! Flex round!
And on the ground they go with the running back. Down inside the 15 he goes. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Rosas now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into 1st downs and hopefully points.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Play action. It's Trubisky. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. First down carry by Elliott. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On second down, here's Trubisky. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
18.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. A dump off to Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Come on, gotta go. 18. Move. Red, go.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They go play action with Trubisky. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Cowboys will turn it over now to Dan Bailey for the field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
Flex round!
And they'll run it here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Ohio!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big 30-yard play on third. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Here comes the boom! I see you, boy! I see you!
The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here.
Flex round! Under 10, 10. Flex round! Flex round!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And yet again, nowhere to run. This time maybe we'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Man, how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. 2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Drops it underneath to Elliott. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. No gain, and it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. The reception good for 7. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Trubisky will throw. Now Trubisky lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Back to throw. He'll buy some time right. Over the middle, complete. That's Phillips. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards on the play.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ohio! Ohio! Hut! Hut!
They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Red, up! Go, go! Red, up! 18.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Anunwa's got it, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he's got a new one. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12. Trubisky now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. The give is to Elliott. And able to work his way down to the 16. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Lock in.
Now Elliott. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts him in better shape here for 2nd and goal. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal.
Lock in.
He's going to get it running right. And he is going to lose lose yardage here. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third and goal. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it fourth down. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, it's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And on the ground they go with the running back. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Go, 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 go!
On first down, Trubisky. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
18.
Now Trubisky. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
18.
Now it's Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
And they'll run it here. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The Vikings on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with Rick brung you.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Ohio!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Rosas now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Trubisky. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now Trubisky on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Come on, let's go. White 90.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here.
Come on, let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38. That's a run. They're running it.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.